So if anybody feels like you've been in a wilderness for years, I'm telling you prophetically why. It's because God is saying you have been trying to find comfort outside of me. I have literally, why do I feel like I'm so empty? I have emptied everything out of your life that you are using to try to replace me.
It's crazy how a lot of pastors don't preach about this. They don't preach about the wilderness season. And then when you have a wilderness, you're like, what's going on? God's supposed to be blessing me 24/7. Sometimes when you're in that wilderness, it's for a reason. It's for God to teach you, to help you grow. This needs to be preached a lot more. And shout out to Jerry. Shout out to Jerry for preaching the real, preaching the Bible. Because people think being saved is, you know, peaches and cream, dandelions and unicorns. What's good, YouTube? It's Just Renewed coming at you with another video. And today we're going to be reacting to Detox from Comfort by Jerry Flowers. It's one of his sermons. It's a short little clip. We're going to hop right into it. Make sure you like this video for the algorithm. Let's get it.
And my people cannot break free from certain addictions is because they're comfortable. He gave me an acronym. You know what abuse is? It's aggressive bondage under satanic expression. Abuse. I know it was the Lord. I'm not that smart. Abuse. It's aggressive. People who are verbally abusive. What is that? It is aggressive bondage under satanic expression. Physical abuse. It is aggressive bondage under satanic expression abuse. And many of us haven't even recognized that we are abusing ourselves. Anytime we choose sin, it is self-abuse. Self-abuse. Now, I want us to look at this passage of scripture in Exodus chapter 16. Before we go there, just so that everybody gets this, I want us to see this image. This is what unlearning looks like. Let's put it on the screen. This is what unlearning looks like. Wilderness. There is nothing here that can provide you with comfort. When you are in a season of unlearning, God literally strips everything away that made you comfortable.
Man, I've been here too many times in the wilderness. God strips everything away that makes you comfortable. I can relate to that a lot. I can definitely relate to that.
Because I want to teach you to find comfort in me. So if anybody feels like you've been in a wilderness for years, I'm telling you prophetically why. It's because God is saying you have been trying to find comfort outside of me. I have literally, why do I feel like I'm so empty? I have emptied everything out of your life that you are using to try to replace me.
I haven't even seen this clip, so I feel like he's talking straight to me, because there was a point in time where I will replace God with alcohol, with women, all of these other things, but yet I always felt empty.
This is what unlearning looks like. There is nothing there that will provide you comfort. There's no boat. There's no house. There's no pool. It's just hot. You stand behind a mountain too long, maybe a mountain lion may come behind you. You walk and you getting sand all in your sandals, all in your foot. You might hear a little rattlesnake. You're on edge. Nothing in this season is going to provide you comfort but my word. Look at this, y'all. Exodus chapter 16, verse 1 says the whole Israelite community set out from Elim and came to the desert of Sin, which is between Elim and Sinai, on the 15th day of the second month after they had come out of Egypt. In the desert, the whole assembly, the whole community grumbled against Moses and Aaron. The Israelites said to them, if only we had died by the Lord's hand in Egypt. There we sat around pots of meat, ate all the food we wanted. Somebody say appetite. But you have brought us up out of this desert to starve this entire assembly to death. They don't recognize God is trying to make you starve, but he's trying to starve Egypt out. Okay. Then the Lord said to Moses, I will rain down bread from heaven for you. The people are to go out each day and gather enough for that day. In this way, look at this, y'all, I will test them and see whether they will follow my instructions. So I'm looking at this text and I notice first thing that pops off to me is discomfort exposes appetites. First thing, discomfort exposes appetites. They kept on complaining. We remember in Egypt, we had meat. I remember last year, people invited me to the 4th of July. I haven't got one invitation, Pastor. I remember last year, people used to turn up and call me. Ain't nobody checked on me. My phone's so dry, I'm playing with the settings. I don't have nobody hit me up.
It be like that for real, though. It really do be like that.
Nobody. They just kept on, like, if you let people talk long enough, they will reveal their heart type. It's not judging, it's Bible all day. Jesus says in Luke chapter 6, verse 45, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So let me put it this way where we can better understand it. The tongue is the paintbrush of the heart. Okay? The tongue is the paintbrush. Ooh, mama, can I mess them up? The tongue is the paintbrush of the heart. Here's the question on the floor. Who's been painting on you?
Man, just like I said in the last video, he's coming for the jugular, man. Oh, man.
If the tongue is the paintbrush of the heart, who's been painting on your thoughts? Who's been painting on your desires? Who's been painting on your cravings? They're complaining. Constantly complaining and whining. And I'm like, okay, God, he could have took them straight to the promised land. He's God. He could have. But I want you to notice how God disciples. The first thing he does is let me bring you out of slavery and let me place you in unlearning. This is powerful, y'all. Why do I keep doing it? You have resisted the unlearning.
Why do you keep going through the same thing? Because you keep resisting the unlearning. And you know what's crazy? The unlearning part is not simple. It is not easy. It's not simple, but it's oh so worth it. It really is. But I've been there so many times.
They get them to unlearn the abuse of Egypt. Unlearn it. He literally rains down bread of heaven called manna for them to consume. Now watch this. He says, just get enough though for today. Let me be your daily bread. Why? Because slaves have a shortage mentality. I have to hoard because if I don't, I have to store this if I don't. I'm not giving this because if I do, I might lose this. Slaves have a hoarding mentality. Heaven is not in a pandemic. Heaven doesn't have a shortage. Heaven is not in a recession. I'm trying so hard, y'all, to teach this and not preach it. I'm trying so hard to restrain Mr. Preach. He keep rising up. I'm trying to teach y'all. He says, get enough just for today. Why? I want you to learn trust. I want you to trust the same God that provided for you yesterday is the same God that's going to provide for you today. The same God that provided for you yesterday is the same God that's going to provide for you tomorrow. You remember the last time you didn't know how to overcome, I provided a way out. You remember the last time you didn't know how to pay rent, I provided a way out. I'm trying to give you trust.
You remember the last time all those things happened, trusted in the Lord. The Lord always came through for you. So why wouldn't he come through for you this time? Man, I'm really talking to myself right now. I'm really talking to myself. Because even recently I went through something. And God has brought me through so many times. And he brought me through this time as well. And I'm learning to truly have faith in God. I know a lot of people say, oh, I believe in God, I have faith in God, until it's really time to have faith in God. Until it's really time to have faith. Like, oh, yeah, I believe in God. Okay. Let's see. Do you really? When that test come, is your faith strong? Are you going to waver? You going to hit that prayer closet? You going to go to God? You going to put your faith in him? Sometimes it's easier said than done, and that's me being open and transparent. But over time, my faith has grown, especially watching Jerry's sermons, because him preaching like this, I don't think you got a choice. You don't got a choice but to grow stronger if you constantly watch Jerry's videos, because he preaches the truth. He preaches the Bible. Really coming for my jugular, man. This is good. This is good, though. This is really good.
I learned those pots. That's a comfort that spoils. God is trying to teach his people, trust me daily. Trust me daily. Don't store up, just trust me daily. Trust that the same God that caused the sun to rise is the same God that's gonna cause for manna to fall. Trust me daily. I know you're in a pandemic. Trust me daily. I know your husband left. Trust me daily. I know she left you. Trust me daily. Don't take extra. Trust me. Trust me. And every single time it got hard, their appetite was exposed. Somebody say unlearning. Unlearning. Growth is not just confined to what you learn. Growth is also unlearning old comforts. One more time. Growth is not just confined to what you learn. It's also unlearning old comforts. Your becoming is tied to your unbecoming. I put you in this season so you could unbecome, so that you can become. Is this making sense? All right, I want y'all to see this chart. I really try to break it down where we can
All right, real quick. I don't want to keep stopping it, but it's crazy how a lot of pastors don't preach about this. They don't preach about the wilderness season. And then when you have a wilderness, you're like, what's going on? God's supposed to be blessing me 24/7. Sometimes when you're in that wilderness, it's for a reason. It's for God to teach you, to help you grow. This needs to be preached a lot more. And shout out to Jerry. Shout out to Jerry for preaching the real, preaching the Bible. Because people think being saved is, you know, peaches and cream, dandelions and unicorns. It's a blessing. God is good. There's no peace like the peace that comes from the Lord. There's no joy like the joy that comes from the Lord. But there is a wilderness sometimes. It's to help you grow, help you mature, to bless you, so that we don't stay in that infancy stage. We grow. Just like with everything. I mentioned that in another video. With everything, we're supposed to grow over time. Yeah, shout out to Jerry for this. This needs to be preached a lot more in church in general. This is great. Keep it up, Jerry. Keep it up.
Understand it. Because the genesis of discipleship is to unlearn what you have learned. Did y'all hear what I just said? The genesis of discipleship is for you to unlearn what you have learned. All right. So the first part, you're in Egypt. Somebody say slavery. I'm bound to sins, porn, masturbation, fornication, adultery, drugs, turning up, one time for the one time, club scene after club scene, strip club after strip club, like all of that.
Jugular. He's coming for the jugular. I know everybody just been born holy. I got you. I feel you. My bad. I apologize. My fault. Yeah.
You are slave. You are bound to whatever your flesh says do. You in line, your flesh says, look at that Snickers. It look good, don't it? Buy it. All right. Small stuff. I'm serious. You laughing? But there are some people who are struggling with food. Whatever your flesh tells you to eat, you do.
All right, my bad, y'all. Jerry was preaching so good, my power done went out. No, I'm just joking. We got a bad thunderstorm going on down here in Atlanta. It messed everything up, but we're going to hop right back into it.
Whatever your flesh tells you to eat, you do. So what God does, he says, okay, I'm going to bring you out of bondage, but we're not going straight into the promise. You going into discomfort. You going to cry. It's going to hurt. You're not going to like this season, but you're going to like the next one, though. I need you to embrace the discomfort. And there are some people, listen, we learning from this text, this first generation of the Israelites died in Egypt. They never got to the promised land because they could not deal with the discomfort of unlearning. And I'm speaking to us prophetically. I don't want you to die short because you can't unlearn. Discipleship, unlearn what you have learned. Unlearn when it's cold, you need a bathe. No, you don't. Crank up the heat. Unlearn when it's hot, you got to show your body. No, you don't. You can go in your bathroom and flex all day if you want to. Unlearn what was your comfort. Okay? And then he says, okay, while you are dealing with the discomfort of unlearning abuse of Egypt, now I'm going to give you manna for relearning. Jesus is literally referred to as the living bread. How they were living in the wilderness was from living bread. I am helping you live by you being fulfilled and quenched by me.
I like how he mentions you could be in bondage and then you're in your wilderness season. It might hurt, you might cry, but you're going to like where you're going. And I like when he stated that, because I've been there so many times and I can definitely relate to that. Power done went out. So things got a little off track. But shout out to Jerry and his sermons. Amazing sermon, man. He really be preaching the word, breaking it down so that everybody can understand it. If you want more videos, make sure you like this video, comment, share your thoughts below, and subscribe. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. Just renewed.